The Buddha taught that we can practice mindfulness and meditation in 4 postures: sitting, standing, lying down, and walking. Today I'd like to share some context on walking meditation. The walking part of this exploration isn't actually the important part. What we're doing in these walking periods is expanding our formal practice beyond sitting so that we can more easily integrate mindfulness into more everyday kinds of tasks. It's a bridge between formal practice and daily life. Walking itself is not the goal, and I want to be explicit about that because you might not choose to walk, or you might not be able to walk for extended periods of time, perhaps because of illness, disability, injury, or simply energy limitations. And so perhaps your practice today also includes trying to release some judgment or self-judgment around that. As you're listening to this, if you're lying down or seated, you can stay that way. Some of you might be able to and want to walk, in which case carefully make your way to a standing posture when you're ready. There might even be a moment of gratitude, the opportunity and the privilege in this body to be able to walk. Whether you're seated, standing, or lying down, gently rock side to side. Noticing what you notice. And then slowly begin to come to stillness, finding some sort of middle where you have the semblance of being balanced. You might think you're still, but perhaps you can tune into all of the micro adjustments that are needed for you to stay balanced. If walking isn't possible for you, or you're simply not choosing to walk, or you'd like to practice integrating some movement with mindfulness, you can try this. Bring your hands to your thighs, palms down. For those of you lying on your side, the top hand can rest on the ground. If you're lying on your back, then both hands can rest by your side. Begin to turn your right palm up to face the ceiling, and do that with as much awareness as possible. Instead of just quickly flipping your hand, can you be aware of all of the micro movements needed to do that? From there, lift the right hand up toward the ceiling or sky, letting your shoulder choose how high. Feel your hand turn so the palm then faces down again. And slowly, or at least with awareness, bring your right palm back down onto your thigh or the ground. Do the same thing with your left hand, going at your own pace. Or if you're simply on your side, repeat the same thing with the same hand. Once your left hand or that hand lands back down, stay. Tune in again to the balance between left and right, or simply to your body or to your breath. For those of you who are seated or lying down, you can continue doing that movement with the hands, even though I'm going to transition to talk about walking meditation. For those of you who would like to come to standing, do so now. But just as you brought your awareness to the movement of your hand, can you come to standing with that same quality of attention? Awareness doesn't always mean going slow, and mindfulness doesn't have a speed. But especially at the beginning of a practice, slowing down can help refine our mindfulness. So choose your speed, trying as best you can to pay attention to the micro movements involved in coming to standing. If balance is challenging, you can micro bend your knees so that they're not locked. And again, sway side to side. Feel the weight of the right foot, and then the weight on the left foot. Doing that a couple more times. And then come back to stillness. tuning in once more to all of the micro adjustments needed to stay equally grounded, in air quotes, equally, on both feet. Now, before you take a step with your right foot, notice if the foot is already moving before you've consciously decided to move it. Knowing that we're going to do a walking practice right now, or exploration. Can you instead notice the urge to take a step? And then, as you do intend to move, can you now notice all of the things needed to make that step happen? Like the subtle shift of weight to your left side or left foot, the micro bend in the left knee, the right knee lifting. Then with awareness, take one mindful step forward with your right foot. From there, what are all of the movements needed to bring your left foot forward? And do that with as much awareness as you're able to. Now take a step back with your right foot. And a step back with your left. That right there was a walking meditation, albeit brief, but it counts. And so if you want to practice formal walking meditation practice on your own, the suggestion is to choose a walking path, whether it's indoors or outdoors, that's about maybe 20 paces long. You can use, say, the hallway as your walking path, or maybe between a tree and a rock or a bench as your walking path. Keep your eyes open but downcast, about 1 or 2 feet in front of you. This can keep you connected to your body and your immediate environment without taking in too much or getting distracted by all the comings and goings. And then walk. There's no required speed. Whatever pace you choose can help you maintain mindfulness. So if you're feeling, say, agitated, you might walk a little faster. If you're feeling already calm and collected, maybe slow walking is the speed for you. If you're tired, walking slowly might create more space for awareness. And if you're not sure, you can try a few different speeds and notice what serves you best. So treating it like an experiment. For your hands, you can place them behind your back, in your pockets, or wherever feels natural. And then when you reach the end of your walking path, rather than just spinning around and continuing walking, take a moment to stop and remind yourself there is a body here. Then mindfully turn and continue walking. This way, you're also honoring the transitions rather than just speeding through them. Hope that's helpful, and enjoy.